8.6, write linear equations. Before, you have been given an equation and you were being asked to find the slope and the y-intercept. Now we're going to do the opposite. You're going to be given the slope and the y-intercept, and you're going to be asked to write the equation. So for example, for the first one, you're given the slope of 3 and a y-intercept of -7, and using the slope-intercept form, you sub in 3 for m and -7 for b. So that is y equals 3x minus 7. Let's practice again. Y equals mx plus b. Slope is 1. Y-intercept is 5. So you can just write y equals x plus 5. Now, what if you're given a graph? And you're being asked to write an equation. You can still do the same thing, but now you do have to do one extra step. Instead of me giving you the slope, you need to calculate the slope using the slope formula. Okay, so m equals 3 minus 2 over 0 minus 4. And that is 1 over -4. Okay, and then here we have a point 0,3. So remember, when x is 0 and the point is lying on the y-axis, this must be the y-intercept. So b is 3. Again, using the slope-intercept form, just sub in -1/4 for m and 3 for b. That's your answer. Okay, let's practice. I give you 2 points. I could have given you a graph with the 2 points. It doesn't matter. Okay, you can still find the slope. 6 minus -4 and -2 minus 0. So that's 10 over -2, and then that equals to -5. And your y-intercept, again, 0, -4 lies on the y-axis, which means it goes through the intersects at the y-axis, and when x is 0, so b is -4. And you can substitute -4 in for b. Y equals -5x minus 4. And now we're going to learn how to write equations of parallel or perpendicular lines. Okay, let's say we're given an equation of y equals 4x minus 8. And you're being asked to write an equation of the line that is parallel to this given equation or given line and passes through the point 0, 2. Recall from 8.5 that in order for two lines to be parallel, their slopes have to be the same. So I know that the line that I am looking for here has a slope of 4 according to the given equation or given line. And I need to find out what my y-intercept is. So I can use the slope-intercept form. I get sub in 4 for m. And I want this line to go through this point, so I could substitute 2 for y, 0 for x, and I get b equals to 2. And I can write my equation. Y equals 4x plus 2. And have you noticed that this is actually the y-intercept because it it lies on the y-axis when x is 0. You didn't have to do all this work, but I did it just to prove it to you that you can just simply use 4 and 2 to write the equation of the line that is parallel to this given line. Okay, now I'm going to do the second problem. Write an equation of the line that is perpendicular to the line y equals negative 5x plus 1 and passes through the point 0, negative 9. Recall from 8.5 that in order for two lines to be perpendicular to each other, the products of their slopes equal to negative 1, or their slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. Okay, so here I know the slope of this line is negative 5. Then I know the slope of the line I'm looking for is just simply the negative reciprocal of negative 5. So basically flip the number 5 and change the sign so now it's positive. Okay? And then now I have the slope, and again, look at this point, it passes through the y-axis when x is 0, so this has to be the y-intercept. B is negative 9. I can write my equation now. So you only need the slope and the y-intercept to write your equation. Okay. Let's practice. Okay, now if I give you the equation in standard form, you need to change it into slope-intercept form to find the slope. And the y-intercept, so we got m equals 2 and b equals negative 11, but we don't need to know that. We don't need that piece of information for this type of problem. We're looking for the equation of the line that is parallel to the given line. So I know that the slope of the line that I'm looking for must also be 2. Okay, parallel lines have the same slope, and it has to pass through 0, negative 7. I could again sub in 0 for x and negative 7 for y to find out what my y-intercept is, but that is unnecessary because 0, negative 7 itself is already the y-intercept. So b is negative 7. And I can write y equals 2x minus 7. Okay. The next problem, I'm looking for a line that is perpendicular to this same given line. Since I already calculated the slope, all I have to do is find the negative reciprocal of it. So I can flip 2 and change the sign. 2 just represents the second line I'm looking for. Okay? And here I can say 2 is m1, the slope of the first line. And then again, 0, negative 7 is already y-intercept. So y equals negative half x minus 7. Okay, so why are we even learning the linear equation? Here I'm going to talk about graphing a linear equation using a real-life example. So I need to approximate the best fitting line. So what does best fitting line mean? The line that lies as close as possible to the given data points. So here I give you a table that shows the number of female physicians in the United States from the years 1992 to 1999. And part A, it asks you to approximate the equation of the best fitting line for the data. So we're just approximating, okay? We're looking for an equation. That's what we've been doing, writing an equation. So I need to first make a scatter plot of the data. So 0, 1, my x-axis will be the years, and my y-axis will be the female physicians. So 0, 1, 10 will be here. 1, 117, probably around this dot right here. So okay, you need to decide the increments. It's okay if the x-axis and the y-axis have different increments. After you graph all the points, you need to draw the best fitting line through the points. It doesn't have to pass through every single point, okay? And then you got to write the equation of the line. And how do you do that? You just estimate the coordinates of 2 points, such as 0, 108, and 7, 177. You must be wondering why it's 0, 108 when you have 0, 110 in your table. I obtained this from your textbook. I guess they're just trying to, approximate a random point that might not lie on the best fitting line, but that's okay. Okay, so basically I use the last point. Okay, be more accurate. The beginning point and the last point, and then take the difference of 177 and 108 in the numerator to get 69, and 7 minus 0 to get 7, and then I do the division, and then I round it to the hundredths place to get the slope, 9.86, and the y-intercept 108. Using the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. I sub in 9.86 for m and 108 for b to get the best fitting line. And then part B, it asks you predict the number of female physicians in 2005. Okay, so 1992 is the first year. I need to calculate how many number of years are there in between 2005 and 1992, and it's 13. And remember, your x represents the number of years, so I can sub in 13 into x and then do the math to get about 236 female physicians. Okay, let's practice a problem.